I want to share with you 3 tips that can help you build your business from zero to 100,000 recurring annual revenue without relying on investors, loan, or venture capital, right? I mean, this is 100% possible because this is exactly what we are doing as well in our own company, in our own private equity company. The first tip is this: you need to have a clear vision, right? You need to have a clear vision of where you want to go, what you want to achieve, right? And then having a clear vision about what you want to achieve is not enough. You need to know the roadmap. What is the roadmap that will take you there? And yes, sometimes it's not necessary that you know the roadmap from the start to the end, because the fact is this, right? You can't know everything because there are several unforeseen circumstances, right? Several unforeseen challenges, unexpected challenges that will just arise, right? So, yes, it's good to make your plans, but sometimes you just realize that when you start implementing, right, the whole plan you've made will not just be what you eventually end up using, right? You discover that it's a different ball game, right? But at the end of the day, it's whatever process you choose to take, whatever implementation you choose to do will still take you to the destination as long as you keep your focus on the vision. So the most important thing isn't the roadmap. The most important thing is defining the vision. What do you want to achieve? What is your goal? What are you working towards? You have to be clear about that. It can be anything, right? Depending on what is of most value based on your core values and all of that, right? Based on what your company want to achieve. For us, we are very key on cash flow because we are bootstrapping. We're a private equity firm. We are a private equity company that is bootstrapping, and we acquire businesses. And then after acquisition, we have to build, manage, and then before we put out for exit, right? So for that reason, we highly prioritize cash flow, right? So we are looking at having a turnover revenue of hundreds of thousands of dollars annually. So all of our systems, all of our processes are designed towards helping us achieving several hundreds of thousands of dollars and even millions of dollars in annual recurring revenue. All of our system, and that is because our focus is on high revenue cash flow, right? And of course, we have several other things we're focusing. We have other focuses, but this is one of the key major focus that we have because we are bootstrapping. So we highly prioritize cash flow, right? So that's number one. And then number two is you need to find and connect with someone that knows what works in your industry. Now, this is very, very important. Remember, in step one, right? You have the vision, you know your goal, right? And then, yes, while you can have the vision, sometimes you might not exactly know the step by step process to achieve the vision because you haven't been through the road, right? It reminds me of the story of Moses in Exodus. God gave Moses the vision. He told Moses, I'm going to take you into the land, take you and the children of Israelites into the land of milk and honey, the Canaan land. And he showed Moses, he described Canaan land to Moses. Moses had a mental picture of what Canaan land looks like. And then, based on the mental picture he had, he communicated that to the children of Israelites, which kind of created a sort of motivation for them to agree and say, you know what, let's make the move. But guess what? Moses did not have the roadmap. God asked Moses to start the journey, embark on the journey, and walk through the journey step after step. So as Moses kept on walking through the journey, God began to release the roadmap step up after step, right? One step at a time. God was instructing Moses, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. At a point, Moses got to a point where like, God, I don't know what to do. You're not saying anything. You're not speaking. I am confused. I'm leading these people. Show us the way, right? What does that signify? Moses had to rely on God for the pathway to the Canaan land, to the vision. So, yes, as a leader, as a startup entrepreneur, as a founder, as a CEO, it is your responsibility to have the vision, to bear the vision. That is one of your major responsibility. I mean, it's if you don't have a vision, for God's sake, how are you leading your company, your team, your customers? Because your customers, your team are your major responsibility, not even your product or service. Your product or service is a tool to achieving the result, is a tool towards achieving the vision. That's your product or service. So I get really, really like I get really uncomfortable when I see founders, CEOs focusing so much energy on their product and their services. Your product or service is a vehicle, is a tool to help your customers and even your team members to work towards the vision where you're taking them to, right? So don't focus. I mean, your product and services, it's important. I'm not saying it's not, but that shouldn't be your focus. Your focus should be, where are we going? The vision. Where are we heading to? Right? The vision. The vision. Focus on that. And then because you're focusing on the vision, of course, it's understandable that you don't know how to get there, right? You see the vision, you know what you're going to, but you don't know how. And that's justifiable 100%. I mean, how would you know how to get there when you've not been there before? If you've been there before, then it shouldn't be your vision. Because vision is a mental picture of what you intend to achieve, right? You've not achieved it before. If you've achieved it before, then it's not a vision. It shouldn't be a goal because you've already attained it. As long as you've not attained it, then it's a vision, it's an aspiration, right, that you want to achieve or a desire. So, which means that you don't know how to get there. So, you need someone who has already achieved what you want to achieve and connect with the person. Find who knows what work and connect with the person. Because what I keep telling startup entrepreneurs, there is no unique idea anywhere in the world. Literally, right now, with technology, all we're doing is recycling. Ideas, concepts, strategy is all recycling. Whatever is playing right now, right, has played long, 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 many years ago, centuries ago. It's all recycling. So some persons will feel like, oh wow, this is a new idea, this is a perfect, fantastic, unique idea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are new to the system. You probably were just born in 1990 or maybe oh my god, I was anyway, I'm from the 80s. Yeah, I know I don't look it, but I'm from the 80s, right? So maybe the person was born in the year 2000 and he feels like, oh, this thing is new. I'm sorry. It existed in the 60s, in the 70s, maybe in the 40s, and even in the 20s. It's all recycling. There is nothing that is new. There's no idea that is new. So, because there is no idea that is new, I tell you for a fact, there is someone out there who has gone through the process that you're about going through, who has achieved the vision that you have right now. Find who that person is and learn, connect and learn from that person. Connect and learn. And I mean, there are several ways to connect, right? You can connect through books. There are people who have written their experiences in a book, right? I mean, currently we're in the digital age. A lot of people are putting out content on social media, on YouTube. I mean, for me, I say YouTube is one of the best resource center for me that has helped me grow because I'm looking for anything, I'm looking for something, I go on YouTube and there's someone who has created a content about that thing I'm looking for. I am a student of the University of YouTube, right? Because whatever I'm looking for, whatever I'm searching for, someone has created a content about it on YouTube. If there's no content about it on YouTube, then I go on to Google. Somehow, somewhere online, I'll find something relating to that thing or something exactly, a content created exactly about that thing. Because someone somewhere in the world has experienced that and then the person has talked about it. So while I might not be able to physically connect with the person one on one, I connect with the person's resources and I digest and learn from the resources. So that's number two. Number three, join a community of high achievers. Now, step one is have a vision. Make sure that when you're having a vision, you're not having a vision that is just a vision. You have unrealistic vision. Yes, I like it. I like it. Have unrealistic vision that is against your current circumstances. You see, this is one, I literally should have said this at the beginning. The reason why so many people do not end up becoming great in what they do. And I get it, not everyone can become great, right? But the reason why some people do not end up becoming great is because when they set goal or when they develop a vision, they develop vision based on their current circumstances. So because of their current situation, be like, let me just cut my clothes according to my size. Excuse me. That means you're not creating room for growth. No, you're not. Why would you cut your coat according to your size? Cut your coat according to how you want to grow to become. Dream big, dream unrealistic vision. Develop unrealistic vision that is against your present circumstances. So dream so big. I mean, dream so big to the point where you feel like, you know what, this is way above my current capacity. Of course, when God gave Moses the vision was way over his current capacity as at that time. But with God, he was able to achieve the vision, even though he didn't enter Canaan land, right? And then his successor was the one who eventually led the children of Israelite. As a matter of fact, an entire new generation of the Israelites were the ones who entered into Canaan land, right? And then but the point here is this: when you develop a massive vision for your business as a startup entrepreneur, as a CEO, as a founder, as a business owner, right? Then the vision will help you, will give you the mental spectrum to look for someone who has achieved that vision, and then you can connect with that person. So the moment you set such a huge vision that is against the capacity, your current capacity as human, then your mind, something clicks in your mind that makes you realize that, you know what, this thing is possible, but there's someone out there who has achieved this. Let me look for that person. And then you look for that person, and then you start consuming content from that person. You start learning from that person, right? And that's how personal development happens. So you just discover that, wow, after a couple of months, you just discover that, wow, I have grown from where I used to be to where I am right now. And then I'm still going forward, right? And you be like, hold on, this is possible. I thought it was impossible before from where I was standing. But now that I've been consuming content, I've been developing myself in this area based on my vision, now the things are looking so much easier than it was. Yes, that is it. That's why you have to dream big. Dream beyond, develop vision beyond your capacity. Join a community of high achievers with like minds as you. Because in this journey of entrepreneurship, trust me, it can really, really be boring. And one thing I will tell you for sure is that it's a roller coaster system. Anything can happen at any time, right? And when the chips are down, the people whom you surround yourself with are the ones who will help you get back up. Because why? No man is an island of itself. Every startup entrepreneur need a community to help him stay strong and grow. Every startup entrepreneur. If you don't have a community that you're part of, if you don't have a group that you're part of where you're feeding from, and then you're also providing value and connecting with like minds and encouraging and supporting each other, providing help to each other, helping each other build and achieve your vision, then you're missing out. And this is the reason why we created the Grow Higher University, which is 100% free for startup entrepreneurs. If you're building a business, you own a business, you're a startup founder, you're a CEO, we created this community for you because we are helping and showing and supporting startup entrepreneurs with the same strategy we are using to build our own private equity company. And we are 100% bootstrapping. We are not taking on loan, we're not taking on angel investors, we're not taking on venture capital funds, we're not taking on any kind of funding. We are 100% bootstrapping our private equity company. And it costs a lot to build, to grow a private equity company. But we are bootstrapping 100%. So, which simply means that we know something that works and we don't want to keep it to ourselves. We're sharing it out there in Grow High University to startup entrepreneurs who are part of our community. And we're doing this completely free. So, if you want to be part of Grow High University, all you need to do is simply click the link in the description or simply go to growhigheruniversity.com and register and join the community for free. A community of high achievers, helping each other, supporting each other, sharing strategy together, and helping each other achieve the big goal. Go there, sign up, join the community, and then I'll see you there. My name is Wale Adepaya, and thank you for taking that time to watch this video, and I hope you've gotten some value. By the way, feel free to subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed, and then I love to read feedbacks, comments, and all of that. So simply drop your comments and your feedback in the comment section. So have an amazing day. Thank you for taking our time to watch this. Cheers.